Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I'm looking at the Logicfox Ergonomic Chair Pro Plus. Let's go ahead and get into some of the specifications first before I showcase me building this. I'm not going to cover everything here, but some of the things I do want to cover. The assembled weight of the chair is 38 pounds, and I have the image with all of the dimensions, but the big one here I want to cover is the seat dimensions. It is 20.5 inches long by 20.5 inches wide, so it does have a good amount of surface area with that. I've seen some that are a little bit smaller, they're more like 19 inches. So with this, it is plenty wide, I think, for most people. And then the max capacity here is 330 pounds. So I've seen chairs typically run between 300 and 350 pounds that I've reviewed here on the channel. Every now and then one will be like 400 pounds, but I think 330 pounds here is a very solid max capacity. The next image here is the various adjustments. I will cover this in more depth here in a little bit, so I'll run through these when I actually showcase them with video. But the material here is a durable nylon plastic frame with highly elastic mesh, polyester fabric with molded foam interior, and then aluminum alloy base and nylon polyurethane caster. The chair is BIFMA standards and SGS certified. I will have links for those two organizations if you want to look at what they do and their certification process. Assembly obviously is required here. The warranty is 3 years, that is very good, and then the trial period is 30 days. So here's a time lapse of me making the chair. It took about 20-25 minutes to make this. It is a smaller box. There's a trade-off with that. I do appreciate the smaller size, but with the smaller size of the box, it means that you will have to assemble more things. The base is that aluminum. It is shiny, so hopefully it doesn't get really scratched up. Usually that's not something that should get scratched up, but if it does, it will be more noticeable with that shiny surface. The mesh, you can see there, it has a pattern in it, which I think is pretty cool. But that being mesh, there are trade-offs with it that I'll talk about here in a little bit. The premium gas lift is really quiet, works great. The wheels are incredibly quiet as well, not much noise coming from those, and I actually like the aesthetics of them. You'll notice that a lot of the chair is plastic, which makes it lighter, the base being the portion that is metal, but I do like how light the chair is. It's easy to move around. The price here is normally $399. I've seen that this frequently has been on sale for $299 though. Add on top of that the current Halloween coupon, and those are going to obviously fluctuate with the coupons, but that gets you another 8% off, bringing this down to $275. So if you can take advantage of the discount and the coupon, if it is available, you can get this for an incredible price. There are two versions of this chair also. So I have the gray one, which has the mesh seat, but they do have a black version, which has the sponge seat. And there are trade-offs with either style that I'll talk about here in a little bit, but let's go ahead and get into the adjustments that the chair can make now. Starting with the height adjustment, this has a total of 3 inches, which is better than most chairs. This actually goes lower than most chairs I've reviewed in the past, which I really like. Next, you have tilt, which this can tilt back a total of 40 degrees. And then you have 3 positions you can lock this in. You can do 40 degrees, 20, and then vertical. And you're using the height lever, you're simply pushing it in and pulling it out to enable this locking mechanism here, and each of these feel very sturdy. Next, you have the headrest. This has a total height adjustment of 1.2 inches, and then it can tilt a total of 35 degrees, and that's the full range of motion of that tilt. Next is the armrest. This has a height adjustment of 2.9 inches. Total depth adjustment here is 3 inches, and then this can rotate to the left and right a total of 35 degrees. So you can tilt this towards you or away from you. Last is my favorite part of the chair, which is the lumbar support pad. So this has memory foam on it. It can adjust 45 degrees total, going all the way down and then all the way back. And then the total height adjustment here is 1.1 inches. So a lot of adjustment just with those two. And then the last thing that you get here is in terms of front to back adjustment, it has a total of 2 inches. lots of just variability that you get with all of the adjustments that they've supplied with the chair, where a lot of chairs maybe just have height. Maybe you get to adjust how far it goes forwards and backwards. This has more adjustments with it, so you get to put it in that prime spot where you personally need it. And again, it's memory foam, so it is quite comfortable. The last thing I want to cover with the physical features is the adaptive thoracic spine support here, which is this plastic piece that you see towards the top. Very, very nice. It feels like it just constantly gives me good support on my thoracic spine, where it's not just completely sinking back because it's pushing my lumbar spine forward. It's matching whatever that support is. Very nice feature. So that's going to end the specifications portion of the video, and now I want to cover the things that I like about this chair, because the good news is I don't have any standout negatives here. One gray area thing is understanding what material on the chair is going to better suit you. Overall, I like the performance out of the chair. It has all the adjustments that I want to see in a chair. And again, the lumbar support with this is, I think, the best feature, because it gives more adjustments than I see with even more expensive chairs. So this is solid in terms of the performance, and it's all coming in, especially if you use the discount codes and everything, at a price point that I think it's earned. It's earned that price point. Matter of fact, I think in terms of its normal price point, I still think it's a great deal when it's $399 because of everything that you're getting with the chair. Now, the gray area thing here is going to be the material. So I'm using the mesh on the seat where they have the cushion version. I would probably choose that if I did this again, because the mesh pulls on my clothes, and I usually wear gym shorts because I'm a medical exercise professional in my day job. So I'm going to the studio. I just have gym clothes on all the time. The material of the mesh pulls on that. And if you're wearing shorts, it sticks to your skin also. So it has good grip. That's the trade-off, right? Incredible grip. So it's never like you're going to just slip out of the chair. Not that that usually happens, but you feel very secure. It's holding you in the chair quite well. If you're going to be wearing gym clothes a lot, if you're going to be wearing shorts or anything like that where skin is exposed, I would say go with the other cushion instead of the mesh, because of the fact that it is going to pull on your clothing and your skin a little bit. Now with the mesh, you do get firm support. So that's something to think about as well. So if you need a chair that has firm support that's going to keep that firmness long term, I would go with the mesh. If we were looking at the sponge seat, and I've used a bunch of chairs that have that, over time, that does wear down. It's not like you're going to lose 100% of your support. It's just going to be like a bed where it slowly kind of gets the indentation of your body. So the sponge seat still has firm support, but that does slowly acclimate to your body over time, so it becomes softer. That may be something that you want, but this is where I think Logicfox is extremely smart with this product. They're offering you either option. Again, you could go with the mesh if you want it, or you could go with the sponge seat. You have that option and the different choice between this. Everything else is the same, so you're still getting all the amazing features with the lumbar support, the armrest, the headrest. All of that is still there, but two different options. Just figure out which one better suits you. So to recap all of this, I don't have any standout negatives. The gray area here is going to be which one better suits you, the mesh or the sponge cushion for the seat. Everything else here is really good, and again, at a very solid price point. I like the aesthetics. I like the overall adjustments that this had, specifically that lumbar support that it has. And in terms of like my weight and height, I'm 6 foot, 210 pounds right now. So this handles my weight and my height just fine as a reference point for anybody. So I think they have a really, really good chair on their hands. And I like the fact that they have these two different options. If you have any questions about the chair, let me know in the comment section. I will have a link for this in the description if you want to pick it up. If you guys like the video, hit the like button for me as it helps the channel out. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.